make an attempt to keep an eye on who goes next so we're not too tight and guys aren't wrecking near the start.
From the virtual world at Sargent's Purchase atop of Mount Washington in New Hampshire, the Mayhem Racing League welcomes you to the first annual Ted Drotleff Soapbox Derby. The event is a downhill soapbox derby race in the Formula V's under no power as the open wheel vehicle races down the mountain to see who can set the fastest time. The race is a fundraiser for Make-A-Wish and to honor Todd Drotleff, one of Make-A-Wish's top fundraisers for the last 19 years running. This race honors Ted as he was recently diagnosed with a brain tumor and to support his fight. Ted has organized a Subaru enthusiast event for the last 19 years and raised money for the American Cancer Society. Alex's Lemonade Stand, and currently Subaru of America's major donation site, Make-A-Wish, New Jersey. In total, Ted has been part of raising over $350,000 over the years. Ted is one of those people that gives more than he ever receives, and he currently works with Boy Scouts of America, where he heads the New Hampshire Popcorn Fundraiser. Ted has always been there helping to raise money and to help anyone in need, and it's time for Mayhem Racing League and Intensity Broadcasting to stand up with Ted in his fight and raise money in his name as a small token of appreciation for all that he has done for others. Right now, we have 1 minute and 49 left here in this session right now. We have these Formula V's on track right now. So far, nobody has completed a lap time yet, and again, they're at the top of the Mount Washington descending. They're going to shut the car off and just let it fly down. Oh, looks like. All right, I'll get the racetrack fixed. My bad.
Sorry, I just got here. I missed the break.
There we go. Thanks for letting us know there, Eddie. But we are back here in practice. I do want to mention some of the prizes that we are going to have for tonight. The prizes include items from Club Jerky, consisting of 4 bags of jerky, 2 koozies, a pocket knife, and some stickers. 2 Mount Washington Surveyor benchmark medallions, $50 size, and these were sponsored by Seth French. Mayhem Racing League stickers, Hendricks Home Improvements t-shirt package, Mount Washington bumper stickers from Kirkwood, and I will say there is a bounty on the head of Sean Langton if you beat his time. And all of these prizes will be part of random draws, and the bumper stickers will go out to everyone who attends and races in tonight's event. So here we go. Let's take a look here from the cockpit cam of one of these Formula V's going down the hill here. Again, these cars are completely shut off. The motor is not running, and they're just kind of gliding down the mountain. Right now, with the cars shut off, these Formula V's are going around 50 miles per hour. And from what I've seen so far, there is a lot of room for mistakes here. It is very, very easy to get your car loose and fly off the track. So these drivers have to be very, very careful. So right now, at this time, we will be playing the National Anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we held at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the...
So there you go. That was the National Anthem performed by Jordan Bean, and we are back here with the racing action. By the way, thank you to everyone so far that has liked and shared the stream. It is greatly appreciated. As again, this is a really, really awesome fundraiser event that we are doing tonight with the Formula B's Soapbox Derby style down Mount Washington. And there we go. Got some of the Formula V's taking off. There's Eddie Hughes in the number 1 machine. And it's looking like we're going to get a few others that are going to go down the hill as well. Right now, let's watch. There he's coming through the S's. And I did look, this course down Mount Washington has 183 turns. And it's a very, very long descent. So far, so good for Mr. Hughes. I will say this track did just get recently added here on Iracing in 2021 Season 3. And so far, all I've heard is nothing but great things about this track. I've heard it's really, really fun, and definitely after this broadcast, I'm going to also have to try it myself. You see there is a lot of rocks on the side of this course, so if you do fly off, your car is going to get badly damaged. Also, I mean, Iracing put in a great amount of detail when making this track. Every single tree, rock, dirt, everything here looks very, very realistic. Again, for those of you who are wondering, Mount Washington is located in New Hampshire. And I believe they've got, like, I'm not sure if it's a state park or a national park. Ooh, there's a little dirt section right there that we see Eddie Hughes go through. That's definitely going to be difficult watching these drivers go from the asphalt portion of the descent to the dirt portion. There you see him going into the woods now. Here's a look at the cockpit cam from Eddie Hughes' perspective. Wow, look at that view right there ahead of us of Mount Washington. It looks like he's actually getting some dirt on his visor. Woo. Yeah, very, very squirrely there off of that transition from the dirt back to the asphalt. Do you see there are some signs on the side of the track where it indicates like what mile you're on? I will say, despite the car being off, I do believe these drivers do have to do some braking just from the momentum of going down the hill. Oh, I do want to thank all of the sponsors and supporters for tonight's event. Those include Club Jerky, L&S Customs, AV Dimensions, Kirkwood Designs, Hendricks Home Improvements, and eSport Racers. So thank you to all of those sponsors for their support of this Soapbox Derby event. So right now we are actually going to pull in Ted Drotleff here and do a little interview. So here we go. Hey Ted, this is Atlee in the broadcast booth. You got a copy? Ted, this is Atlee in the broadcast booth. You got a copy? Yep, looks like we couldn't reach him there. Okay, there we go. We're good. Let's try it again. There we go. Ted, this is Atlee in the broadcast booth. You got a copy? Oh. There we go. Ted, this is Atlee in the broadcast booth. You got a copy? We're just trying to get this interview figured out. There we go. Hey, Ted, this is Atlee in the broadcast booth.
Atlee, I'm trying to work out. We got a technical difficulty.
All right, it's all good.
Atlee, I'm going to see if I can join you in the team speed chat here, the other channel. Maybe that'll work, and we'll stay quiet while you do an interview with him.
Stand 4. There we go. Hey, Ted, this is Atlee in the broadcast booth. You got a copy?
Yep, I got you for now until I drop out again, maybe. We'll see.
It's all good. It's all good. Well, I mean, we're going to do a little interview here, and the first question I want to ask is, I mean, how did you get involved into Make-A-Wish? And
basically, it was a Subaru-related event. I'm a pretty big Subaru person. or at least was. And I went on one of the drives and thought I could make it better. And we progressed from there to me organizing sponsors to get prizes for participants, and it kept growing, and charities, and lots of work, lots of fun stuff.
Got you. Well, you mentioned Subarus. How did you get interested in the Subarus, and what was your favorite thing about the Subaru Enthusiast event that you've been involved in for so many years?
As Subarus go, ever since I was a young kid, I always wanted a WRX STI. And in 2003, when they brought them to the States, I went down to the dealer and bought one. And then found out about this drive on the second year of the drive. And I, just got involved with that.
Got you. Now, the last thing before we go, can you just tell our viewers about how they can get involved and help Make-A-Wish in their area?
So every state has at least one chapter of Make-A-Wish. We actually use Make-A-Wish currently because Subaru of America is involved, and they match a portion of our donations. So we use Make-A-Wish New Jersey, because that's where the headquarters for the USA of Subaru of America. But every state does have a chapter or multiple chapters, and you can go on to makeawish.com, and you can create your own fundraisers. You can do all kinds of things as well.
Awesome. Well, again, thank you for the interview, and thank you for putting on the Subaru Enthusiast events for so many years, and we appreciate you letting us do the interview.
Yep. That's kind of a tough situation there, because last week I just started handing off my donation and charity chairman seat to someone else, because hopefully my future goes for a little while, but we don't know.
For sure. Well, everybody here at Intensity Broadcasting is praying for you.
Thank you.
So, again, thank you so much for the interview, and have a great rest of your night, Ted.
Yep, thank you.
So we are getting some drivers on the board right now here. Right now, the driver on the top of the board is Steve Helliwell in the number 10. His lap time was a 7 minutes, 47 seconds. But then behind him, it's Sean Langton with 8 minutes, 18 seconds. And then it's Eddie Hughes with 8 minutes, 48 seconds. Right now, R.F. Boyer's getting ready to set his first lap time. Let's go and take a look at the cockpit cam. Right now, he's going through the wooded portions of the race. Oh, let me... There we go. Looks like he has another car in front of him as well. Believe that is Marshall Harhay. Yes, it is. And I don't know. I mean, I don't know if it's just me, but I feel like it'd be very, very difficult racing around somebody else here. And look, they're just now crossing the checkered flag. It looks like R.F. Boyer had a 8 minute 55 seconds. Marshall Harhay with a 9 minute 30 seconds. So still, Stephen Helliwell is on the top of the board. Here's Charlie Hamilton Jr. going through the wooded portions of the track. He's coming up on the start-finish line as well. You just got to go through a few more turns. Keep it clean. And again, these cars are going about 50 going down the track. Right now, Charlie, he's going about 57. Here we go. He's crossing the finish line. Let's see what his lap time is going to be. That's going to put him 5th. 9 minutes and 10 seconds. Uh-oh. Looks like David Ankenbauer was in the gravel. That is not good. He's sliding down the hill right now. Let's see if he can get back on track. Here's Brendan Huron. Woo. Those were some tight turns right there. Great job keeping control right there. Looks like right here was maybe a heavy braking zone right there. Again, I do think these drivers are braking. You see he has a little bit of mud on the windshield from that dirt portion of the track that they were running on. Brennan just doing a great job keeping the car under control. You see he slows down a little bit as we went through there. I do want to take a look here at our race info right now. Track is 70, or air temperature is 78 degrees Fahrenheit, 54% humidity, partly cloudy skies, 2 miles per hour wind speed. Track temperature, very, very cool at 1 degree. And the full length of the hill climb, or the descent, is 7 miles long. And the main thing, and we've been seeing this a lot with Brennan, he's done a great job, is just keeping it smooth and try to keep as much momentum as possible. Which, I mean, yeah, I do think he's doing a great job with that. You gotta be very smooth with the wheel. You don't really want to jerk it, don't want to get it loose and get it off course. Again, I think after this broadcast, I'm definitely going to try this to see how well I do here. Looks very, very difficult. So right now, he's going through down the track right now. Let's go ahead and pull in the driver. Oh, and he's getting off. Ooh. Hit the rocks. Let's go ahead and pull him in. He's the driver with the bounty, Sean Langton. Sean, this is Atlee in the broadcast booth. You got a copy? Sean, this is Atlee in the broadcast booth. You got a copy here?
Hey, bud. How's it going?
It's going pretty good, and looks like you had a little bit of trouble there descending, got into the rocks. What happened there?
I just ran out of talent.
I mean, from what I've seen, this track looks very, very difficult. But I do know that you do have a bounty on your head right now, and so far only one person's been able to get in front of you. How does you having the bounty on you affect what you're going to try to do here in the coming attempts to go down the hill?
Yeah, Steven laid down a pretty good time early. I just got to use less brake and go for it. There's one little section there where it's bumpy across the bridge. You got to really slow it down. I think that's the key. Who could handle that part the best? And just memorizing the turns. Sometimes it's blind. You think it's a flat out one, but it's actually a hairpin. Dirt section's really tricky too.
So do you consider the dirt section the most difficult part of the track, or is there another part of the track that you think is the most difficult?
For me, it's really just remembering the hairpins, and the dirt, you just got to slow it down. It seems a little more slicker than usual. but we're all out here having fun for a good cause, and appreciate you coming on board for the broadcast for this.
Yep, we've definitely enjoyed watching all the events that have gone on so far here at the Mount Washington Hill Climb. So good luck, and we'll see if you can maybe get on the top of the board here on your next run.
All right, thanks, Atlee.
Looks like we have league owner Seth French on track right now. He is just beginning his run in the NASA number 6. Whew. It almost looked like he got into the gravel a little bit there. And I mean, we just got to thank Seth for setting all this up for a great cause. Everyone here at Intensity Broadcasting appreciates what he has done for TED and Make-A-Wish. Let's see how well he can do here. He's not completed a lap yet. Now, I mean, Seth French, he did get a win in our late model series that we did, LNS Customs late model series, but this is a whole different world compared to late models. And, ooh, there we just saw a very, very difficult turn. He was able to handle it pretty well. It did look like he might have gotten to the side a little bit. And again, we do want to go through the sponsors once again. Hendricks Home Improvements LLC, Club Jerky, Kirkwood Direct Printing Digital, AV Dimensions, LNS Customs, and then we also want to thank eSport Racer. And a lot of these businesses that I mentioned provided prizes for these drivers that they can win through a random draw. And I do want to go through the prizes again. Club Jerky is providing 4 bags of jerky, 2 koozies, pocket knife, and some stickers. 2 Mount Washington Surveyor benchmark medallions, $50 size, and these were provided by Seth French. We see Mayhem Racing League stickers. Hendricks Home Improvements is giving out a t-shirt package. There will be Mount Washington bumper stickers given out by Kirkwood. And again, there is a bounty on the head of Sean Langton, so if anybody has a faster time than him, then they get the money, and if not, then if there's 2 or more people who have a faster time than Sean, it's going to be a random draw on who gets the prize. Here we see Seth going through this dirt section right here. The key here, once again, is just to keep it as smooth as you possibly can and try not to get the car loose. I do know that Seth has it. Oh! Gets into the rocks a little bit. What a save there by Seth French. Was able to keep the car under control there through that transition from the dirt back on here to the asphalt. Great job. There was a heavy braking zone right there. Was able to get the car wound down enough. And let's go ahead and just take a look here at the driver inputs. Let's see, there you go. So this shows how fast he's going and like how much he is turning the wheel. There you see on that little graph. As you can see, the motor is not running because it says right there that the car is in neutral. And again, this is exactly like a soapbox derby race if you've ever watched one of those. Ooh, got into the bumps a little bit there. there's a car stopped on the track. Woo! Great job avoiding that there. I believe that was David Ankenbauer who was stopped in the middle of the track, but Seth French really had to wheel it. He was able to get by him without getting any damage. That could have definitely hurt his run. And this is really the final little section here on the hill climb. This little wooded section. And right now, based with how the times are looking, these drivers are running about 1 mile per minute. About that. This is really the last little break-in zone before they get to the finish line. See him going by the cones. And once he completes his run, we'll talk to Seth to see what was going through his head there during the run. Let's see what lap time he'll get. We'll also ask him a few other questions as well. Just gotta keep it clean. Going over a few hills there. Woo! I thought he was going to go straight forward off the track, but he did a good job saving it. There's an outside view there. Oh, looks like Eddie Hughes was able to make it to second on the board with 8 minutes, 13 seconds as his lap time. Still, it is off of Stephen Helliwell still. Nobody's been able to catch him. Was the only driver to break into the 7 minutes so far. And there we go. We see Seth French completes his run, and he's able to break into the top 5. 8 minutes, 26 seconds. Let's go ahead and pull him in and talk about that run. Seth, this is Atlee in the broadcast booth. You got a copy?
Yes, I do.
So it looks like you just completed your run, and right now you're sitting in the top 5. I mean, what was going through your mind there through that whole 7-mile descent down the hill? And I mean, what was your strategy?
Going through my mind was don't fall off the mountain and die. I'm trying to keep it on track there. Not much strategy. The dirt was real slick. I almost lost it a couple times. It's a long run to the bottom. I was trying to slow the car down just to get a finish time so I can get on the board. Now we'll go for a, I don't know if I can go for the lead. Steven's got a heck of a time he's put up there, but just trying to do my best to get to the bottom in one piece.
So I've heard different answers so far. I mean, what do you think is the most difficult section of this track? Is it the dirt or is it something else?
So I think what they've updated this recently, but I think the hardest part now is a transition into the dirt and then transition off the dirt. It just gets real slick. The car doesn't want to turn. Once you're in the dirt, it's not bad. It's that transition. You really got to slow it down.
Yeah, that's what it looked like. And then before I let you go, I do want to ask, I mean, why was it so important to you to do this race?
You know, with Ted, I heard about Ted's his fundraising efforts that he's had in the past and the condition he's got now, what he's battling, and he's real good friends with Charlie Hamilton. Charlie obviously is one of the core members of our group. And once I heard that information, you know, we kind of brainstormed. I think we came up with a collaborative type of effort and said we gotta do something to honor him and to maybe raise some money for Make-A-Wish and just to give back. He's done so much for so many people that it's time to honor him and do something for him, and for us to support him and show that we have him and we're supporting him in his fight, and that we're here. And we might not know him. We're all virtual friends kind of on the iRacing network, but there's people out there who care across the country and want to help and do what they can for him.
Absolutely. So again, just thank you so much for putting this on. Everybody here at Intensity Broadcasting appreciates it. It's just a great cause, and again, just thank you for putting this on.
All right, thanks. We thank all of our sponsors, especially Intensity, for coming out and being this up for everybody to see, and really, really honored to have that too.
Yep, we're just very, very happy to be able to spread the word about Make-A-Wish and what Ted's going through.
Yeah, our hearts and prayers are with him.
Yep, everybody here at Intensity Broadcasting is praying for Ted. So once again, thank you so much for the interview, and good luck on your next run, Seth.
Thank you. I'll try to make it to the bottom this time.
You should be good.
I have not made it.
Here, fellas.
I'm trying to pull you out. So we also want to pull in and talk to driver who's running in second place right now. Brennan, you got a copy?
Yep, I got a copy.
Awesome. So your most recent run, we saw you get a 8-minute 2 seconds as your lap time. I mean, what was going through your head for that whole run, and what was your strategy?
Well, my strategy was a little off-putting, but everywhere I wanted to brake, I didn't brake. But that kind of got me in a little bit of trouble because I went off and into the woods for a few seconds. I got myself back out, but that was my strategy, was wherever I wanted to brake, don't brake. And it's worked out for me, obviously.
And also, I mean, what do you think is the most difficult part of this track? I mean, is it the dirt section? I know there were a few heavy braking zones that I noticed.
After the dirt section, which is obviously really difficult, but after that, I think the worst part for me is, the bottom quarter of the track. And all the corners look the same, and sometimes you think it's a flat out corner, but you go around and then it gets tighter and tighter and tighter, and then you're trying to get on the brakes, then you lock up, and then you're off into the woods again. So I think the bottom quarter of the track is really difficult because all the corners look the same.
So I know you're probably going to do a few more runs. What do you think you maybe need to do to get a little bit more time and maybe catch up to Steven?
I think I can brake a bit later going into the dirt section. I've been taking it really cautiously, and because I don't know exactly where the dirt surface starts, and I don't know where I'm going to lose all my grip, but I'm getting closer and closer to where I think I know exactly where I can brake right before it turns to dirt. So I think I'm going to gain a lot of time there. And there's a couple corners down at the bottom of the track where I think I can go a little bit quicker too. So I think those are my two spots.
For sure. Well, again, good luck on your next few runs, and hopefully we'll maybe see you go to the top of the board.
Thank you. I'll see you maybe in the winner's circle.
Yep, we'll see. So let's take a look back here at the racing action. RF, you got a copy?
Yep, I've got a copy. Go ahead.
All right, yep, this is Zach Luis in the Intensity Broadcasting booth. And right now, let's see, you're sitting 6th on the board right now. 8 minutes, 36 seconds was your lap time. I mean, how did it go? I mean, what all happened there on your lap? I don't think we really caught it.
I made 3 full trips, and I've gotten better each time, but based on the times, I got a long way to go.
I mean, that's good. I mean, just getting better every single time. That's good. I mean, that means you're learning the track. Is there anything else you maybe think you might need to do a little bit better to pick up your time a little bit more?
Yeah, I think the dirt section is the toughest. The entry and exit off the dirt are what's killing me.
Yeah, I feel like that's what I've heard from a lot of the other drivers. So, I mean, good luck in the rest of your runs, and hopefully we'll maybe see you pick up some more time.
Yeah, thanks. Thanks for having me. Thanks for broadcasting for us. Appreciate it.
Yep, we've definitely enjoyed this so far. So let's take a look here back at the race in action. We haven't really been able to watch some of the runs, but here we go right now. This is Sean Langton. Actually currently he's the driver with the bounty on him. It looks like he's already been able to make it through the beginning section and the dirt section, so he just have to make it through the wooded section. It looks like he got a little bit squirrely there in those turns that we saw. So far, I haven't really seen anybody fly off into the woods. The people that we've been watching have done a great job just keeping it smooth. And I feel like if I was the one racing, I feel like my goal would be to turn the wheel as little as possible just to keep it from getting loose or jerking loose. I believe Langton is coming to the finish line. Just a reminder, his last lap time was 8 minutes, 18 seconds, which puts him 5th on the board right now. Here he is coming to the finish line. Wow, he is the second driver to break into the 7-minute mark with a 7 minutes 55 seconds. Great job to Sean Langton. He still is a little bit off of Steven, but he definitely got closer and just showed how fast he is here at the Mount Washington Hill Climb. I mean, everything that Sean drives, he's just successful. I know he won majority of the races in the LNS Customs Late Model Series, and he's doing very, very well here at Mount Washington. That just shows how great of a race car driver Sean is. Back watching Brennan. Did a great job running through the S's there. And here's a heavy braking zone. Whew. Almost broke it loose. The main thing that I'm excited to watch is the transition onto the dirt and then off of the dirt. That's the trickiest part. Oh, looks like he already did the dirt section. So now I just gotta make it here through the woods. I know it's looking like he's turning the wheel a lot more than a lot of the other drivers that I've watched so far. And I mean, he's in the top 3 right now. So I don't know if it's helping. We'll see here. The main thing is just Again, keeping it smooth, trying to keep as much momentum as possible. Because with the fact that these cars aren't running, the motor isn't on, it's all about momentum. Brake too much, you'll slow the car down and lose a ton of momentum. So, I mean, we'll see here. Here's a difficult turn right there. Was able to make it through. Main thing right there is you gotta avoid hitting the cones. Did a good job there. I do know that there is also a ascending course as well where you're going up the hill to the top. So it kind of depends on what you want to do. And again, if you're wondering what this is on Iracing. It's a racing simulator. It's got over, I believe, 80 plus tracks, 80 plus cars for you to enjoy. Whether you're a NASCAR fan, a dirt fan, rallycross fan, IndyCar fan, IMSA fan, doesn't matter. They got it all on there. Any tracks or cars that you could possibly want, it's on Iracing. They're always adding new content. Most recently, they added the Hungaroring and the Hickory Motor Speedway, along with some Ferraris and I believe a Porsche as well. So again, they're always adding fresh new content for you to enjoy. And I have put the link to Iracing in the description if you are interested in joining. It's a great, great thing to give for birthdays. Or I know Christmas is coming up in a few months. I know. So, I mean, it's a great gift for Christmas. Birthdays, I mean, if you know, like a racing fan or someone that really likes cars, it's definitely a great gift. And Brennan just completed his lap time. Where's he going to be? He did improve. He gained a second. But he is still off of Sean Langton's lap time of 7 minutes, 55 seconds. Uh-oh, looks like Sean Langton is off the track and into the rubble and rocks. That's going to happen. You're going to see a lot of that here. Here's Eddie Hughes. At one time, Eddie Hughes was in the top 3. He has since fallen to 5th, so he is looking to try to improve here. As we head through the rocks. There we go. Good job keeping it smooth there. You see there was some big movement there on the little graph that shows how much he's turning the wheel. Just from those turns. So far, I haven't really seen anything that looks like it might cut time. Here we come into another heavy braking zone. Hughes did a great job there through the turns. It doesn't look like he slowed down too much. And And here we go, coming onto the dirt section. Good transition entering it. Just got to keep it smooth all throughout the section. See, we're almost going uphill there, so you saw the car slowed down a little bit. This is probably the slowest the car is throughout the whole 7-mile course. See, it's picking up speed again back into the 50s. And here comes the transition back into the asphalt. Let's see if Hughes can keep it smooth. Oh, yeah. That was a good transition there. I definitely think this lap time is going to be pretty fast so far. Again, I haven't really seen anything that's going to cut time. Woo! He did get a little bit loose there. I don't know if that's going to slow him down any. Through like 2 or 3 turns ago. Yep. Once Eddie is done, we will talk to him and just ask him how the run went. Right now, we're in the wooded section. See, he's trying his best to keep it off the sides, because if you hit the side into the grass, it's going to get the car loose, or at the most just cut off some time. Every single move you make here will matter. There is less than an hour left for these drivers to make their lap times. Also, everybody who is gonna do a lap time has done one so far. And here's how your top 12 is looking right now for the 12 drivers that are in this event. Stephen Helliwell is in first. Sean Langton is in second. Brennan Heron is in third. Thomas Eggleston is in fourth. Eddie Hughes is in fifth. Seth French is in sixth. David Ankenbauer is in seventh. David Guarino is in eighth. R.F. Boyer is in ninth. Charlie Hamilton Jr. is in 10th. Jordan Durans is in 11th. And then Marshall Harhay is 12th. Coming to the finish here. He's just going to make it through this final stretch without any mistakes. Gonna make it through here. There you go. Good job. Did get into the grass a little bit there, just for a teeny bit. Don't know if that'll slow anything down. And he's getting ready to cross the finish line. Looks like it's going to put him in 12th right now. Or not 12th, 5th. 8 minutes, 12 seconds. Looks like Sean Langton got into a wreck. Let's see what happened to him. Ooh, going down that hill with the little turn and then right into the rock. This track is very, very difficult. Hate to see it there. Take a look at somebody who we haven't watched this whole time. Here's one driver who we have not watched. This is Thomas Eggleston. And again, like we have done for everybody else, once he is done with his run, we will pull him in for an interview. Oh no! He gets into the gravel, gets into the rocks, and bouncing. Oh, wow. Let's go ahead and pull Thomas in after that. Let's see. Thomas, this is Atlee in the broadcast booth. You got a copy?
Sure do.
Awesome. So we did see you get into the gravel a little bit there. Just that did look like a very, very difficult portion of the track. Just tell us, I mean, what happened there?
I was pushing too hard, and I used the brakes too hard, and the back end stepped out on me, and there was no saving it from there.
Yep, I mean, that's what it's looked like so far. If you step too hard into the brakes going into the turn, the car's going to come out from under you. But, see, you're back out on track. I mean, what do you think in this run you're going to try to do a little bit better to maybe pick up some time? Right now, your fastest lap time is 8 minutes, 10 seconds.
I think I can brake a little bit later. I gotta get the transition from asphalt to dirt a little cleaner than it has been, and I think I'll be okay.
Yep, that's definitely looked like what has been the most trickiest part for a lot of drivers. So, I mean, we'll see what you can do. Good luck on this next run, Thomas.
Thank you much.
Right now, we're going through the gravel section. Again, we're going to watch to see how he does on that transition from asphalt to dirt and then dirt back to asphalt. Here's the heavy braking zone. Didn't get off the track or anything. That was good there for Thomas. The thing is, you do not want to get into the big rocks on the side of the track. Say, for example, you were too much on the right side, hit that rock, your car would be destroyed. We do see there is another car coming up in front of him, and here comes the transition. There we go. That was very smooth there. Just trying to get the car straightened out. I do not know who he's coming up on. We'll see what he does to try to... I don't know if he's going to try to make a pass here. Uh-oh. Let's see what he's going to try to do. I don't know who that is. Is that... Oh, I don't know if you can make it side by side here in the dirt section. And there we go. Great job there to Thomas Eggleston. I believe, yeah, that was R.F. Boyer. He was able to make the pass. Wow. See, I didn't know you were able to do that here. And we're getting ready for the transition. There we go. That was smooth. I definitely think that Thomas does have a chance to improve his lap time here. He's sitting pretty good right now in that 4th spot. So here we go. We're in the last little section here of the track. Yep, again, we cannot thank the sponsors enough for all their support for providing prizes. I mean, can't thank them enough. And once again, I do want to say the list of names. Hendricks Home Improvements LLC, Club Jerky, Kirkwood, Direct Printing Digital, AV Dimensions, LNS Customs, and also eSport Racer. So again, thank you to everyone for all of their support and for donating the awesome prizes. Club Jerky put out 4 bags of jerky, 2 koozies, a pocket knife, and some stickers for people to win. Seth French provided 2 Mount Washington Surveyor benchmark medallions. There are Mayhem Racing League stickers you can win. Hendricks Home Improvements is giving away a t-shirt package. There will be Mount Washington bumper stickers from Kurtwood for people to win. And then also, there is a bounty on Sean Langton. Right now, Sean is running in 2nd at the moment. The only person in front of him is Stephen Helliwell. So, if the race ended right now, Stephen would get the prize for beating Sean Langton. I do want to mention also, coming up after this, we will have 2 broadcasts with the original Rebels Outlaw and Rebels Truck Series, and these will be announced by Josh Hall. They're always fun, so it's going to be a little bit different going from this to trucks. So I mean, if you're a fan of trucks, like the NASCAR Camping World Truck Series, then you're going to love watching the Outlaw and Rebels Truck Series with Josh Hall. Again, they're coming up after this, so make sure you turn your notifications on Facebook, Twitch, and YouTube, so you get a notification on your phone that tells us when we go back live after we're done with this race. Do want to mention also, this race is on Iracing TV, an app on Roku and Fire TV that you yourself can download 7 nights a week. There is iRacing action on there for you to enjoy, including on Sundays, Tuesdays, Wednesdays, Fridays, and Saturdays. Intensity Broadcasting's broadcasts are on there for you to enjoy, along with some other broadcasting companies as well. So again, if you want to have us on our big screen instead of watching it on your phone or tablet, then make sure to download the Iracing TV app. Again, it's on Roku or Fire TV. You will not regret it if you are a racing or iRacing fan. Here we go. We're coming to the final portion of Thomas Eggleston's run. We did see him get a little bit squirrely there earlier. I don't know how much it'll slow him down. Here we go, coming to the line. Oh, wow. There we go. Thomas Eggleston was able to break into the 7 seconds with 7 seconds 57. Oh, no. 7 minutes 57 seconds as his lap time. Here's another driver that we have not spoken to all race long, and that is David Guarino in the number 68. I know David, he is a racer in real life, so let's see how he maybe brings that real life experience to here at the Mount Washington Hill Climb. Now, I do know a lot of these drivers here tonight have raced in real life, but I don't know if anybody has ever raced in something quite like this here at the Mount Washington Hill Climb. It's just, this is such a unique track, and I know this is the first race that I've ever broadcasted here, and it's just, man, this is mind-blowing how much skill it takes to run this track, and these drivers have done a great job. I bet on, like, my first time going down, I'd probably crashed into the trees, probably. And after this race, I'm definitely going to try it for myself here at the Mount Washington Hill Climb. Also, once again, these drivers are running the descending course where they're going down the hill. There is another course going up the hill called the ascending course, and I'm also interested to see maybe a race there as well. I do want to apologize. My dog is crying in the background. So there's a few more heavy braking zones here. So far, from what I've seen, I did not see Guarino through the dirt portion of the track. But he's looked pretty good so far. Almost got outside of the track there. Oh, he got a bit loose there. That's definitely going to cut off some time. Avery Farrell on Facebook says it's because Danny wants to broadcast. Yep, I don't know. We might get the dog on a broadcast one day. We'll see. The first ever dog broadcast. Man, but I don't know how much faster the run's going to get here for David again. His fastest run was 8 minutes, 12 seconds, but I did see him he got a little bit squirrely. I don't know how much time that's going to cut off, maybe a second. So I don't know. We'll see how it all adds up here, and then we'll pull him in to talk about what all happened there. Woo! Got a little, wow! Got off track a little bit there. Oh no! Got a little bit squirrely there through the turns, right into the tree. Let's go ahead and pull David in and just ask him what'll happen there. David, this is Atlee in the broadcast booth. You got a copy? David, this is Atlee in the broadcast booth. You got a copy?
I do. How you doing?
I'm doing pretty good, and man, the run was going great. We saw you did pretty good there through the dirt section, and did see you get a little bit squirrely. You were able to save it, kept on going, and then through those turns, you got a little bit loose right into the tree. I mean, just walk us through what all happened there on your run down the hill.
Well, I'm firmly going with the tree jumped out in front of me. the start was okay. I was just trying, because I got a couple runs in, I was just trying to use less brake just to try to keep the roll through the center. And I was a little bit behind actually on the top section. But then after I got through the dirt, I was picking up some time, especially coming down through the little switchbacks through the woods to the hairpins.
Gotcha.
And felt pretty good. The bar, my delta bar got up into the green by quite a bit, 25, 30 seconds from a previous run, and was feeling pretty good. And then just carried a little bit too much speed. That last left-hander kind of drops away from you there, and just had a little bit too much rear brake in it when I went through there, and it came around, and there was nothing I could do at that point.
So right now, I mean, you're sitting 6th on the board, 8 minutes, 12 seconds as your fastest lap time. I mean, what do you think you need to do to just pick up any more speed? I mean, do you think it's all about the throttle brake ratio as you're struggling with a certain portion of the track?
No, I'm giving up a little bit going into the dirt, but it's so slick that you just can't get in there too deep because it's just super slick. You'll slide off the backside. So I know I'm giving up a little bit there. Through the forest, I'm probably giving up some, to Sean and some of the guys, because I'm kind of trail braking a little bit just to keep the car under me. But other than that, I don't know. Doing this for fun. Then got to practice a little bit earlier in the week. Then I had to go out of town for 4 days, and I got back like 2 hours ago and was able to jump in the sim real quick and hit Seth up and join in. So I was just happy I got here in time to make it. So, because yesterday afternoon I was in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, and now I'm in Edwardsburg, Michigan. So, pretty big run.
Yep. Well, again, so far you've done good, and we'll see how well you can continue to improve that time. So, good luck in your next few runs, David.
Yeah, I don't know how much time we got left.
You got about 37 minutes.
All right. Well, we'll see if I can make to the bottom again. That run was going pretty good till I got to that last corner, and I just wanted to keep my foot in it and get a really good time.
Yep, I mean, I think if you did what you were doing right before that happened,
I'd have been under 8. I had enough time on it. I'd have been under 8, I think. We'll see. Oh, well, time to run again.
Yep, well, good luck there.
Appreciate the broadcast. Appreciate the broadcast, and y'all have a good day.
Yep, you
good
too.
Good luck with your racing, too.
Oh, yep, thank you. There you go. That's David Guarino. He's actually getting ready to go back out on track. Let's see. Let's go ahead and look here at David Ankenbauer, who's right now going through the gravel section. We haven't really talked to him much. I believe his left sides might have gotten into the gravel a little bit there here on the start. But, I mean, we saw with David that, I mean, the start doesn't really mean too much. If you can keep it smooth through the dirt section and through the forest, you can pick up a lot of speed despite what happened there at the start. Ooh. So I'm getting a little bit loose there in the last little section that we were in. And it's also looking like he's a little bit slower than what I've seen here in this downhill section. Oh, looks like he's blinked a little bit. Now this is right here is probably one of the fastest portions of the track. Got to get into the brakes a little bit there just to let it turn. We are coming to 30 minutes left for these drivers to complete lap times. Here we come on the dirt section. Very, very smooth transition there for David. Oh, wow. We're kind of going uphill, so this is probably the slowest your car is here on the hill climb. And then it's back downhill, and the car is picking up speed again. See, he is getting a few specks of dirt onto that windshield. Oh! It's getting very, very loose here. What a save there for David. I saw he hit the post a few times. Here comes on the transition. That was a good transition, but man, that last few sections of the dirt there, he was getting very, very loose. Hopefully that doesn't cut too much time off his run. So far, here is how your drivers are looking right now. Stephen Helliwell is in first. Sean Langton is in second. Brendan Huron is in third. Thomas Eggleston is in fourth. Seth French is in fifth. We see David Guarino is in sixth. Eddie Hughes is in seventh. Oh, we see David Ankenbauer through the shrubs and the rocks, and he is back on track, but that is definitely going to hurt his run. We see Eddie Hughes is in seventh. Jordan Durans is in eighth. Charlie Hamilton Jr. is in ninth. David Ankenbauer, who we're watching right now, is in 10th. We see R.F. Boyer is in 11th. Marshall Harhay is in 12th. And then we do have another car who is getting ready to complete his first lap time, and that's Michael Wallace. Oh, we see David Ankenbauer comes to a stop. Let's go ahead and talk to him after that run. Let's see, is he gonna? Nope, I don't know. David, this is Atlee in the broadcast booth. You got a copy? David, this is Atlee in the broadcast booth. You got a copy there?
Yes, sir. How are you?
I'm doing pretty good, and wow, I mean, the first portion of that run, we were watching you on your latest run. I mean, it was looking good through the dirt section. We saw you get a little bit loose before that transition back onto the asphalt, and then we did see during that turn you got a little bit off track, went through the trees and the rocks, but you were able to get back on track. And I mean, what was going through your head there through that whole run?
Yeah, y'all caught that little shortcut, huh? Yeah, just got a little loose and then never really fully recovered it as far as stability, and then was trying to avoid the rocks there. So instead of taking it left, just went right and ended it shortly after because trying to make a clean run here before it ends.
Yep, we're coming to 30 minutes left here for everybody to make runs. And I've noticed the main thing is that, I mean, you really got to keep your left and right sides off of the gravel. I mean, coming to this next run when you're getting ready to go back out, I mean, what's going to be your strategy? What do you think you need to improve on to maybe get by drivers like Charlie or Jordan or Eddie?
Got to stop running out of talent. That's about it. I just started, so just gonna try to keep her straight, keep her stable, and beat my time a little bit.
Yes, sir. I mean, good luck. We'll see what you can do, and I mean, good luck.
Awesome, man. I appreciate you guys. Quick shout out to Ted. Appreciate everything you've done, man. We look forward to hopefully trying to continue something in the future in your name. This is the first of many, hopefully, and like I said, just look forward to continue it. And another shout out to Charlie, the admins, Seth in particular. He does a lot for the Mayhem League and done a lot for this event we got going on. So highly appreciate it and look forward to keeping it going with you guys.
Yep, we've definitely loved what we've seen from this derby so far, and I know it's going to get even better here with the last 30 minutes here of this event. So good luck on your next run, David.
Much appreciate it. Talk to you soon.
Yep. Let's switch on over back to Stephen Helliwell. He is right now your current leader, 7 minutes, 47 seconds. This is his best time. Let's see how he does here. All right. Good transition there. Did see him get a little bit into the gravel there before we went onto the dirt. Don't know how much that's going to slow him down. Here we go. We were going uphill a little bit, so now we're back downhill. We see the car picking up speed. Main thing I'm going to be watching here with Steven is just how well he's going to be able to do the transition from the dirt back to the asphalt.
Just want to come out Atlee real quick. We've reached our time limit. Anybody on the track is finishing their run. They will count, but no new cars will be going down the hill.
10-4. Thanks to you for letting us know, Seth. Look at this. So everybody on track right now, this is their final run. So Steven has to make this run his best. I know he is already in first, so we'll see if maybe he can improve a little bit more. Here he goes through the heavy braking zone. Oh, Seth, while you're in here, I forgot to ask in your interview, so far, how much has this event raced for Make-A-Wish and Ted?
So right before our session started, we were at $905. We had a couple little donations come in the end. I think we just reached $950 raised total.
Wow, man, that's awesome. Again, thank you so much for putting this event on for a great cause.
Yeah, and I'll say thanks to everybody that donated, all of our sponsors, especially Tennessee Broadcasting, for doing this, and just everybody who provided a tremendous amount of generosity in their donations and prizes they put up for a great event and great cause. This was the first annual, so we plan on doing this every year in Ted's name and raising more money for Make-A-Wish and continue to honor him and continue to support him in his fight.
Yep, that's awesome. So once again, just thank you for putting this on. And so far here, we've definitely loved watching the action here at Mount Washington Hill Climb.
Yeah, great. Thank you. We hope this continues to grow and becomes even bigger.
Now, I do want to ask, do you think, should I bring Ted in for just one more interview?
Yeah, I'll see if he's on. Let me check and see if he's on. If he is, yeah,
All right.
We'll do a closeout interview.
Yeah. Look back here at Steven's run. So far, it's looked pretty smooth for him. This is definitely one of the most difficult portions of the track. You see the wheels just going back and forth, trying to control it as best as he can. Here we go, the final downhill section here through the forest. Saw a few little bumps there. And oh, look at this. Steven is also coming up on another car. Looks like they do the respectful thing, go to the high side, let Steven go down low.
So, Atlee, I just got off with Ted. He's ready. If we want to jump in, we'll do an interview with him to close out this wonderful event.
Yep, for sure. We're going up there.
Okay.
So, Ted, this is Atlee in the broadcast booth. You got a copy?
Yes, I do.
Awesome, awesome. So, we have less than 25 minutes here in this event. So, the first thing I want to ask is, this event is racing here at the Hill Climb. Are you interested in racing? Like, do you consider it like one of your interests or hobbies?
Yes, it is. I've actually done a bunch of time trials and things like that.
Oh, that's awesome. So, you've raced a couple times before?
Yes, I have. Yep, I spent probably about 5-6 years doing a lot of road course stuff with my Subaru.
So Ted, I'm just going to jump in real quick. You don't
Yep.
mind, Natalie, here. Just with some of the fundraising you've done in the past, what's some of the biggest things you've seen over the years, or maybe life lessons, or just things maybe you've come across in your years of doing it, 19 years fundraising and being a part of Make-A-Wish, and I know you said Boy Scouts and all that. What's the one thing maybe you take away, or maybe something that's touched you in a heartfelt moment or something like that?
Overall, what we've always tried to do as an event is to do something to raise money for children with cancer or children with life-threatening injuries, which Make-A-Wish does. If anybody is ever in Monroe Township, New Jersey, you really need to go see the Make-A-Wish Castle and take a tour. I promise you, you will have tears.
So,
It's really that incredible. It's pretty awesome. I also have the difficult decision every year. Make-A-Wish says, hey, you've raised this much money, you can support this many wishes. Here's a list of available wishes. And one of the hardest things every year is to look at these lists and go, well, we can't afford them all, but we can do 7 out of the 10. And trying to decide which kid does not get the wish granted.
Yeah,
that's the
tough.
very difficult part.
yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure it's real tough, but you got to think all the work you've done, everything you've raised. Think about the 7 that wouldn't be getting a wish if you didn't do what you did.
Yeah, exactly. And year to year, we try not to do the typical Disney wishes and things like that. We try to do other things. We have done some of them, but it's pretty awesome. Yes, you get to grant 7 wishes. There's 3 that you don't. But in the end, it's all good. The guys and gals at Make-A-Wish New Jersey are incredibly awesome to work with. So, it's heartwarming. It's, again, do something for someone else before you do it for yourself. And that's the way that I've always lived.
Yeah, I've talked to Charlie a little bit. He told me some about you, a little bit about you through him and I chatting, and you had a big impact on his life, and big impact on him. He told me, and I just want to. It's not many good people left out in the world nowadays. There are, but few and far between compared to some of the evil stuff and things. But it's just nice to see that there are good people left out there who are doing the right thing for everybody and not just looking out for themselves. And we applaud you and appreciate that you're one of those people that are looking out for those that can't help themselves, or those that are either born with unfortunate events or come across unfortunate events in their life. And it's nice to know that there's people out there who care, who are willing to donate not only their money but their time as well. And time's a big thing for a lot of people to make a difference in their life.
And I mean, what you've done, it has really touched my heart, Ted, because my cousin Addie was blessed with a wish before she passed away from DIPG. So I mean, I know, just how important your work is, and again, everybody here at Intensity Broadcasting thanks you so much for all that you've done.
Yep, thank you. I'll say one more thing here real quick. It's gonna be a little bit tough for me, but Charlie's not. I'm sure he hasn't brought up every last little thing with you guys, but I've got a situation where I have a friend who has said it's more important to help his friend than it is to go back to work. And I'm sure Charlie's not jumping out there to take credit to that, but that's the fact of the matter. That's the words that were spoken privately, which are no longer private. But yeah, he He chose not to go back to work so that he could help me. And yeah.
I mean, that's incredible.
Oh,
That's a testament to you, and it shows what you've done and what you've meant to people your whole life. So we applaud you.
yep. Thank you.
So yep.
And Charlie.
Yep. Again, thank you so much for letting us talk to you here tonight, Ted, and just thank you so much for what you've done. And again, everybody here at Intensity Broadcasting is praying for you.
Thank you.
Wow, I mean, what an incredible inspiration to everybody watching here tonight. I mean, just everything that Todd has done is just absolutely incredible. And again, we're just so happy to put on this for him to just help his fundraising with Make-A-Wish and help his cancer treatments. We do still have 18 minutes left here of racing. And here we go. We're going to transition back here. We have Stephen Helliwell on track right now. He's getting ready to try to best his lap time. I know we did watch him previously, and he set a 7 minutes 55 seconds. I do know that Brennan Huron was able to get to second with 7 minutes 53 seconds as his lap time. That's still 5 seconds off of Stephen Halliwell. I mean, just the lap time that he did, 7 minutes 47 seconds. That's just absolutely incredible here at the Mount Washington Hill Climb. So looks like that's it here for the official race. And before we jump out of here, we do want to thank the sponsors. Once again, we'll go through them. Hendricks Home Improvements LLC, Club Jerky, Kirkwood Direct Printing Digital, AV Dimensions, and LNS Customs. And once again, just thank you for them for providing all of the prizes. Yep, we see Brennan on YouTube says, great time by Steven. I was uncontrollable the whole way down and still way off his time. I mean, yeah, I mean, Steven's lap time was crazy. 7 minutes, 47 seconds. Great job to him. So there we go. I believe that's going to do it here for the official race. So again, we got to thank all the sponsors. Thank Mayhem Racing League and Seth for putting this on for such a great cause. And again, we do encourage everyone to, no matter how big or small, to maybe be thinking about making a donation to the Make-A-Wish cause. I know they probably do have some way to donate on their website. You can look it up at Make-A-Wish. And I want to thank everyone for tuning in to watch this amazing Soapbox Derby here. And if you haven't already, make sure to like, follow, and subscribe to Intensity Broadcasting on Twitch, YouTube, and Facebook, as it would be greatly appreciated. Also, make sure to check us out on Twitter at IntensityBroad1, as we are always dropping polls and making posts on there. And if you haven't already, also make sure to download the Iracing TV app on Twitch, or excuse me, Roku TV and Fire TV for all of your iRacing action. Because, I mean, 7 nights a week there's iRacing action on there. On Sundays, Tuesdays, Wednesdays, Fridays, and Saturdays, Intensity Broadcasting's broadcasts are on there, along with others as well. Looks like Stephen Helliwell was able to improve his last lap time at 7 minutes, 45 seconds. So there we go. That's it for the official race. Stephen Helliwell is your winner. And again, we want to thank everybody for tuning in. So I'm Atlee Atman-Wees, and on behalf of the entire Intensity Broadcasting team, thank you so much for watching, and we will see you next time. Over and out.